Welcome to Online Game Freaks. This is Freaks, and thank you for joining us for taking on the hardest challenges that Scrap Mechanic has to offer. We're here at the Great Work today, and you can see we've made great progress on the Great Work. I've actually started to build out one of the missing wings to repair the damage from the template. There was no template there, so I've been very carefully counting blocks and trying to keep everything symmetrical as I can. And after several mining trips to gather metal and create more space block, I think it's time for me to actually get the rest of my operation together. I would be so much more efficient if I had the rest of my tools. I really thought I could make that jump. And what I mean by tools, of course, is I need the rest of my workshop. We've got all the supplies I need there. I've got extra craft bots. It's time for me to bring all that over here so that we can actually have a full-scale operation. Oh boy, tape bots, we just gotta floor it. Nice jump. Oh, what a landing. Sometimes that rocket really pays off under there. It's another beautiful Scrap Mechanic day, and I'm sizing up the enemy. Today, that enemy is my own base. I've got to somehow figure out how to get all of this way over there. I can't say I'm undaunted, because I am certainly daunted. The plan is only to take the buildings. I don't want to take the farm. We'll call them non-military buildings. They're coming with us. It's really no different than moving one of these guys. Poor walk just... another walk just went down. Okay. Eliminating herds of walks. There we go. The whole thing just fell to the ground. This building is actually a custom building. I've smashed a few of the actual scrap buildings together to make this big storefront, which I really like. Maybe for lag reasons, we put this up on a post. I'm gonna put these right back inside for storage. Save myself the inventory space since they don't stack. One building down, I think we got a half a dozen to go. Put the old scrap bucks out here. There we go. Oh, jeez. It really does look like a prison from this angle. Boy, that condo's a pretty big building. We did get it out of there, but getting that thing down the road is going to be a challenge. We definitely don't want to forget taking our Ant 3.5. 3.5 just being the 0.5 is I put a vacuum on the top so I could go around and collect things from the base, and it did manage to grab a component kit and a few circuit boards. Starting to pile up. I knew this would be ambitious. Gary's been a trooper and he's made us a lot of explosives, but I just don't think he's going to survive the trip. So buddy, I think I'll pick you up now, and you can live here in your own little pond. There's a lot of blocks holding this thing down, but we'll get it out of the ground one way or another. I think I'll just take out the whole floor. That should pretty much free it up, and I can get the blocks back. Portable workshop. We managed to get it all out of there, and a raid did come through, and it did not spawn any bots in the open spaces here. We'll see how that goes. If we need to, we can shrink the walls back, or maybe even make the farm bigger. I think what we're gonna need to do is build a train, and I wanna get as few cars as possible. I don't have a lot of tires. I have a few in the workshop, and I think I'm gonna have to borrow a few from our music player. I've got a couple just sitting on the front as dials, and I've got a bunch on the tracks. I can borrow those. After the move, I can put them back. Don't worry, K-pop fans, I'll put it right back together. We'll make sure it works. That's exactly what we needed. It had to be sideways. Just gonna let the base take care of the raid. I'm not even worried about it. It's just a normal raid. I can keep about our business. You're making noise, knock it off. Yeah, that's pretty long. How low can we go? Oh, well, we only needed to go one extra, so I'll go 2. Just to be safe. And we might have still welded into a sign or something, but we can fix that. Oh, whoa, hey. Okay, yeah, scrap houses are not known for their safety. This should be the last one. I've got a really bad feeling this is so much weight. I'm trying not to be a 2-trip bitch. I'm trying to get all this in one big trip. And I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just gonna use a double bearing so it can go up and down and left and right. Do left and right here. And then we'll come out a few. I'll just give it range. And I'll come down with some blocks just so it's at the same height. And this is where I wanna attach the next train. We have, yeah, bearings going both directions. Let me pick these up before we have an accident. Man, is that thing long and wide. That's what she said. It looks like a train. It hugged the ground okay. Nothing flipped over immediately. That's all a good start. We are lagging like crazy. Not surprised at all with that beast on the ground. This time, I think I'm gonna use the mining vehicle. The weight on this thing with the collectors, there's 4 collectors and 2 actual refiners in there. There's no reason that this thing can't stick to the ground and pull. It's a beast. Ooh, that's the actual hitch. I don't want to take off too much. That would have been a touch too much. Build a little bridge over the back seat. Try to weld it here. Is there any way to get this thing on a lift? This big ass train. Oh, there is. Look at that. You can get this big beast on a train. Okay. All right. That freed up some FPS, that's for sure. All right. Bad. It's a little lower than everything else. So when I drop it, first we're going to go to 10 frames per second. Look what it's doing to the tires. It's completely flattened them. It can't do a thing. All right, let me try to put this whole thing on a lift, give it a little bit of a reset. I was thinking perhaps if I hook the motor up to some of the other tires on this thing, it will help move it along. We'll see how that plays out. All right. Think for a second. We're at 6 frames per second. We're getting the PowerPoint game. Will it move? At 7 frames per second, it's moving. My only hope is that if we get away from the base, it will get better. And in the case I think of too much push in the back, I'm gonna have to disconnect the caboose. That was a bad idea. And we'll put it on the front, right back where it belongs. It's gonna take a little rework, but I think the only way this truck has a chance is I gotta take the suspension off. The tires just flatten out. No more of that suspension problem if it doesn't exist. And then this guy is gonna power all of these wheels. I wanna disconnect these. I want the level 4 engine to control the actual pieces of the train beyond the first car. And the bearing direction, you're backwards, you're good, and you're backwards. And this goes into the other steering bearing. Odds are one of them's backward or both. Disconnect it here and move it a couple more up. I think that I can adjust it easily if I maintain that beam. Well, let me just move it up 2. Subtle adjustments, we'll see how it does. Elevators are a problem. I should give it some more space. I don't want to take that little computer piece out if I don't have to. The weight is now the problem. We've got everybody turning. We've got everybody. Let me move this up all the way. Oh, and it's going to need gas. We'll use the other gas tank for that. Now, it should have the horsepower. Now it's still the problem with weight. Buried the car. We're down to 7 frames per second, even without the suspension. I don't know if I can pull this thing out of the ground or not. It's thinking about it. Wow, we're moving. Gravity's really just pushing us more than anything, I think. We're in a control slide. Not bad. We made it a few feet. Okay, yeah, we're caught up here because it glitched through, perhaps. It's sinking in the ground because of the uneven terrain. The only thing I can hope maybe is that we can put it on the lift somewhere near the road. Oh, we found a spot. In this situation, it's one of those, if you can get it closer, any spot is good. It's just too long. But what we can do from here, grab it again, find another spot. I'll walk it all the way to the spaceport if I have to. Looks like we can at least get it on the road. That's a good start. I just don't know if it's narrow enough to make it down it, but give it a shot. As big as it is, it's still narrower than a 2-lane highway. That's good to know. Come on, buddy, I'll help you out of the ground. There you go. Come on. There you go. Ugh. Does that help at all? 8 frames per second. That's better than... Oh, no. We're back to 7. It looks like these pistons are still buckling it, so they've got to go. All these extra features I built on my mining car are getting stripped away one by one. All this hassle is definitely worth it to have my toys back at a main base at the spaceport where we can get serious about getting off this planet. These pistons out of here. They're causing these things to buckle. Weld point. There you go. Don't go too far. I'll put you right here. Oh, in fact, you know what? I'm even going to take out that bearing. I think it's also a problem. I can always take off of these, but I'm worried about it tipping over, so I figure these wheels will help it from tipping over. And I think they actually have a few times already. We're up to 11 FPS, just taking those extra bearings out, so we've done something positive. And I am trying to turn, and it is fighting me, but we're moving. Carrying it down the road. This is probably gonna be faster than any of my actual attempts to drive it. I'm gonna keep trying, and I figure by the time we get it perfected, we'll be there. Every little adjustment is gonna add up. And since bearings equal lag, I'm actually gonna take these out. They're not hitting the ground. I've got the pegs to actually, if it hits, it has the actual legs. And I'll stop it instead of rolling it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think if I can get 2 FPS out of this, it might make it more usable. Let's enjoy our 70 frames per second for just one moment, and there it goes. On a downhill, it moves at least a little. I cannot see where we're driving. We do see some rocks ahead, of course. That will stop us dead in our tracks. Oh, feels like something in the back. It's caught. Oh yeah, we're definitely on a tree here. That's in the way. My kingdom for some frame rate. A little bit of help with these extra tires we got. We don't have to power them. Just put some bearings on them, let them hold some weight. Now this may be counterintuitive to the bearings equal lag, and lag is bad and bearings are bad. However, the weight is, I think, the biggest problem. So I'm gonna try to fight that. Maybe these tires will help. See how she does with extra tires on it. It doesn't appear to be sinking in the ground as much. That's something. Slowly but surely, it is getting better. It's just still absolutely terrible. It's a buckling. It's a wild Bronco. Oh, no way. We got to 34 frames a second there. We got frame rate, folks. Yeah, and this hill, there's no way we're getting up this hill. That's how I'm going to try to do anything like steering is a lie. There's no steering. Look at the tires. They're on their sides. Yeah, we're tipping. Yeah, you can come for me. Just don't come for my whole base basically laying on its side right now. I need to get this thing down before we're in trouble. I don't have time to mess with you. It's so long, if it's in a valley, it's gonna hit somewhere. I have to actually use the peaks of the hills. And that's far enough. I don't wanna lose our progress by getting greedy. Put it on the lift, and then just pick it up again. Don't worry. Oh, wow, that is a mess. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a little smarter. There's no way I can drive this thing through the forest and everything else that we need to. And it's so long, it's hard to put down anywhere. So what we're gonna do is change its orientation so it's easy to put down anywhere. We're just gonna grab it by the leg. If we weld it vertical like this, sure, it's a disaster. But every time I look for a spot, it just needs to be vertical again. Let's see how this works. If I put it now on the lift, it doesn't kill me falling on my head. Yeah, it's now vertical. It's much easier to find a spot. So now the only trick I have is to get it there without losing it off the lift and having to lose some time to come back and get it. We're gonna walk in a straight line, and that's the shortest distance. Oh boy, it's gonna fall right on me. Easy does it, big guy. We're gonna get you home. Yikes. Look at that, he's just waiting for me over there. I am just out of aggro range. I didn't see him until I put the house down. See how he likes 9 frames per second. Let's hope it doesn't fall on him or aggro him. Not in a safe spot to put, oh no, Topot. Dude, I can't, I need to put my house down first. There we go. Now you can hand out your pamphlet or whatever it is you were doing. Just glad that farm bot didn't get involved. Man, movie day is busy. We're almost there. I've been walking this frame rateless mess across the entire map. Oh, okay, good. Oh, I can put it on the pipe. Great. You just go there. Give me my frames back. Oh, the welcome party's here. Hey guys, what's up? I get free chest every time I come home. There's a spawn here. And I think these guys all have a particular spawn location. All I have to do is figure it out and build a little cage around it, and we can have some Topot pets. Not a bad little welcome home. Look at our base, it's a tower. Where are you gonna fall, guy? Fall guy. Oh, catch. All right, we got it. Just need to realign it so the bottom is at the bottom again. Oh no, hey, I need that. Oh, no, just, oh boy. Yeah. Just settle down. I will fix you if you could hold still. You're not gonna make me go swimming for this, are you? Oh man, I fell in. So we gotta reset. Let's get our vertical again. There we go. Now everybody's the right way up. Yeah, I know you're not thrilled about it down there, but you're oriented properly for fixing our weld points. I'm so excited. We got our base home. We can continue the great work with full horsepower. Taking a look at our options about where I can put the workshop, being the most important building, I think I'm gonna use this little bridge piece as part of the foundation for the workshop, and then I can actually use it to start building a bridge here that comes across. Put it out here. So how does this line up? Hello? Thank you for your donation. What's really important, of course, is I get a good view of the spaceport. Really, that's the entrance. This is the side that faces the action. Here feels about right. Gives me plenty to work with, and what I want to do is weld this to there. Hopefully I can catch it when I drop it off the lift. All right, bounce, grab it. Okay, I got something. Scrapbucks is open for business. We need one little step there. So close. I hate to waste a whole big ramp for that. I think I got a small ramp somewhere else. And in the meantime, I'll just put in a fancy step. There you go. Blink. We're right in. We can have our scrapbucks. Now the music player, I just need to basically fix that. But for now, let's go ahead and just put it on a post. This nice and tall. And I'm even going to double it up. That should take a bit for them to get through. I should notice it before they get through it. And towards the back. I don't trust the tote bots that hang around here. They are not a good crowd. I'm even going to add a little post here, just in case. Looks like it needs to be a little higher. Can't wait to make some more songs with this thing. Right side up. There we go. But condo would be an appropriate building to put right here in between. Condo isn't a building I run around. It's a building I run into a lot. Like these two should be facing kind of a corner. But either way, it's going to be ugly on the bottom. And that's just how I built it. I'm not the one who pushed you in the water. Don't be mad at me. That might be a lot better, actually. You are making weird noises. Knock it off. So really, right here's my magic point. I want the back corner touching that. And I'm really good with the balconies hanging over the water. That's not a problem. Yes, that's exactly how I want it. Right like that. I'll have the walkway. Oh, that's great. This is exactly what now I need a safety rail. I don't want to come stumbling out of the nightclub. Like, woo, fall in the water. Might even make a nice sidewalk coming right over here. It's almost lined up our ramps. Doesn't block very much. I should be able to drive through here if I need to, but it sticks out enough to be prominent. Next up is scrap housing. We have all our shopping in one area. Got some strip mall action going on over here. I need some concrete to reinforce these corners. Needs it anyway, and I'll use it for my post. Oh, it does have back doors though. We do need to leave a walkway for that. All right, so that's a good point. We'll bring it forward enough for a walkway. Nice, that's exactly what I wanted. That's a nice, easy, if I want to jump across, that's all I wanted. And they're not touching, so it shouldn't cause any lag. This is a high tote bot traffic area, and I know they like to just smack stuff around, so at least the main ones are gonna be concrete. And this thing is definitely a custom scrap build for sure. The last thing, of course, is just finding parking space for our vehicles. This thing is going to have to be restored to full working condition. The attempt to convert it to drive it here with all that weight on it was a complete dud. Any solution in scrap mechanic that you have to add more bearings, you're already headed in the wrong direction. Coming over here to repair my steps, and I noticed that this is actually, if you look at it, where is it? A ship shelf. This actually came off the crashed ship. This is a part we need, a genuine OEM ship shelf. We can actually use this in the ship and be legit. I'm nowhere ready to get the interior put in it yet, but it's great to have at least one of our many parts we need for legitimate ship function. I finally have everything unpacked and put away for at least now. I've got my flying vehicle, which I will be using soon. I did leave the car. I do have the rest of the farm over there, and I have not decided if I'm gonna move the farm over here soon or later. I am gonna move it, but I haven't decided which yet, but I do either way need to go get my other vehicle, which, I can attach the flyer to it and bring that back. We've got our tape player, which I can make more songs. We've got our workshop. I like its new water location. We have the ramps going up, but now I also have the walkway over to here, which we have the beginnings of what I think will be a bridge, possibly a drawbridge. Sounds cool, just coming off my brain. We're gonna have to rebuild a place for the new Gary. The old one we let go. I hope he's having a good time. Then we have our condo situated here. Plenty of lighting here for the condo and the other items. It is nighttime, but we've got this great lighting going on with everything. We've got our observation that we built last time, scrap bucks, and we have our custom scrap shopping plaza. From here, it's really, we've got plenty of room. I didn't realize, even after I put these buildings in, how big this area is. It's quite sizable. These buildings look huge in my base, but when you bring them here, they are dwarfed by this actual space platform. They're also shrunk down by the size of this scrap mechanic maintenance vehicle. Just like any moving day, that was a lot of work. But at the end of it, I can really appreciate it. Happy to have all my tools here. We've got our buildings going again. The workshop's gonna allow us to get everything done a lot faster than just the single craft bot that we had. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It goes a long way to help the channel. And we can't wait to see you next time in game.